All right, let's go ahead and let's add in our two labels here. So let's add in a function here. We'll say this spawn LBL main. And what we'll do is we'll go to LBL main is equal to SK label node. And we'll make this equal to font named, and we'll use we'll have to use Futura. Okay. And we're going to go to LBL main dot font size, and we'll make that equal to something like 100. LBL main dot font color is equal to off-white color. And then we're going to go to LBL main dot position is equal to CG point. And we'll say that this is CG rect get mid x self dot frame and CG rect get mid y self dot frame. And this will put it in the middle, but we want to move it closer to the top, so we'll give it, let's say, I don't know, 250. So again, it's in the middle, then we add 250, which will make it closer to the top. All right, then we're going to say LBL main dot, we'll say dot text is equal to something like start. And of course, we're going to go to self dot add child LBL main. All right. Let's do the same thing for the score here. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to say that this is function spawn LBL score, and we're going to say LBL score is equal to SK label node, and we'll say it's Futura. We're going to go to LBL score dot font size, and we'll make that equal to, or we could probably make it equal to something like 50. LBL score dot, we'll call this font color is equal to off-white color, and we're going to go to LBL score dot position is equal to CG point, and that CG point is going to be CG rect get mid x self dot frame, and tab over, we'll say 30. Okay. Then we're going to go to LBL score dot text is equal to score colon space backslash brackets score. So this will repeat the score and print the score. Then we need to go to self dot add child, and we're going to say that this is the LBL score. So we need to add it in there. Now, when we go to the block here, we have to call update score. That way, it will update the score every time you press it here. But let's go back to the beginning. And what we need to do is we need to, first of all, spawn the floor. Second, we need to spawn the LBL main and then spawn the LBL score. All right, let's take a look at this. So let's run it, and we can add this in here, and look at that. Looks pretty good. And the score is, kind of at the bottom. It's okay. So let's go ahead and let's change that here. The min y, we will add in, let's say 50. So that's the position of the floor. So that way it won't be at the floor. Okay, it will be on the side. There you go. As you can see, it's a little bit too much there. And let's say 30. Let's give that a shot. 30 might be good. 20 might actually even be a bit better. Yeah, so that's actually pretty big. It's probably more or less due to the height here. Let's only make this about 100. So let's spawn the floor there, and you can see that, yeah, that's pretty good. Now, another thing is you want to make sure that the floor dot allows dot physics body dot allows rotation is equal to false. You do not want this to rotate. Okay. So let's run that again, and we'll take a quick look at this here. And there we go. Big problem though is let's go to the score, and let's give this the off black color. And that will give us kind of a negative space to our to that here. So looking pretty good. What is negative space? Well, negative space, imagine if you had a piece of wood and it was a sign for a coffee shop, right? So let's say Mammoth Coffee or whatever. And on that piece of wood, someone were to cut out the words Mammoth Coffee. Well, that's what negative space is like you're taking away from something. And so it kind of looks like if the color of the text is the same color as the background, it kind of looks like you're cutting out. So it's one of my favorite design tips. All right, and there you go. Pretty cool. All right, this concludes the tutorial.